Hello students, I am Geetanjali Deshmukh from Cygnet Public School, New Narhe. Today we are going to see class 7th English lesson number 8 Fire, a Friend and Foe. Now in this lesson we are going to see that what is fire, why it is very dangerous and how we can save our life from this. Early man didn't know what the fire was, but he must have seen the damage it could cause. He must have seen the volcanoes and lightning before he used the fire for himself. The fire is powerful as well as it dangerous. So he was frightened. Early man was puzzled with the fire. He don't know what the fire was. But today we know that the fire is because of the chemical reaction. When oxygen in the air combines with the hydrogen in the fuel and carbon, the chemical reaction takes place. Energy in the form of heat and light is released in this process, and that we called fire. There are three things are needed to make a fire, that is fuel, oxygen and heat. Coal, wood, natural gas and petrol are examples of fuel. Oxygen is present in the air, and the third thing is needed, that is heat. For example, a small stick or a newspaper cannot be burned by its own. It needed a heat. We can burn it by simply blowing matchstick. We are using matchstick to generate a heat and fire gets place. Every fuel has a particular temperature to burn it. That temperature is called a kindling temperature or a flash point of the fuel. Sometimes it is said that fire is a good master, but sometimes it is a bad for us. Why? See, we are using a fire for our cooking, warming our house in a winter season and to generate electricity. But when the fire is out of control, it is very dangerous for us. There are three things we have seen how to produce the fire. So now we are going to see that how we should save our life from this fire or how to put out this fire. For example, the first thing that we can do to not add more fuel in the fire. By doing so, we can die out simply the fire. If there is no oil in the fire, that means no fire. The second thing is that we can stop the oxygen. We can stop a small fires by just damping a blanket on it or a sack. The fire not to reach the oxygen, and that's why the small fires can be put out. Even we can also spread the carbon dioxide, so it helps the fire not to reach on that fire. The third important thing is that we can reduce the heat. If the fire can take place, we can simply spread out the water. Water helps to reduce the heat and the fire will extinguish. If the fire can take place because of the electrical appliances, we cannot spread water onto it. A person who is spraying the water on that fire may get electric shock and be killed. When the fire is because of the oil, we cannot spread the water on it, because if we can do so, the oil will float on the water and all of you knows that water is easily spread out and it is very dangerous or risky, and the fire will get more spread. So these three things we should have to keep it in mind. When the fire gets out of control, the firemen, you must have seen the firemen that they are trying to extinguish this fire and to control the fire. But long ago there was no firemen. The people are make a chain and they are taking the water buckets and passing it out till the blaze. So they are spreading that water on the fire. So this is important thing, that by simply making a chain we can reduce the risk and the time as well. So the life of the people or the damage it could cause, we can save it. Today there are instructions for the builders as well to make some spaces to reduce the high risk of it. So you have also seen in your buildings or in surrounded area that refugee area is kept for it. So it will save the people and people can go there and save their lives as well. Because of the fire, many shops and the houses were burnt out. It damaged a lot. Even the forest area was also burnt because of it. This is damaged a lot. Firemen are highly trained people. They knows how to save the people's life, and even they are trying to save the people from that. They knows how to knock down the doors and walls. They cut off the electrical supply so the people will not get the electric shock. Even they knows the first aid things so that they can save the people's life and they can also save the people from the smoke of the fire. So we have seen in this lesson that fire is useful as well, but it is very dangerous. The fire is worshipped in many parts of the world. So we can say that fire is our friend, but if it is out of control, it will be very dangerous. So we should have to take care of ourselves when we are near that fire. Thank you.